Microcasting for your city, Talkopolis.
Hey guys, welcome to Music Business Today, and a very special welcome, Hannah, to our friends from I Love Nashville and I Love Franklin, who have just jumped on board with us, and we're very happy about it.
Oh, we are very excited to have them on board. So
tell us about what's going on with today's show.
Well, so today we're going to be talking a little bit about Girl Talk. He made an announcement recently in New York City at one of his sold-out shows. And then also we're going to be crossing genres and talking a little bit about Broadway, so stick around.
Love it. Hey guys, welcome back to Music Business Today. I am Kane Harrison.
And I am Hannah Renee. And first up, Girl Talk recently made an announcement at his sold-out secret show in New York City about a forthcoming EP that he's working on right now with his all-time favorite rapper, Freeway. The album's going to be called Broken Ankles. I'm very excited to hear this album. Like, I've never heard like a collaboration with him.
I'm very excited to hear it too, because I've never heard it either, Hannah. Can you believe it?
I really can't. With how much you know about music, I was actually quite shocked when you informed me that you didn't know who Girl Talk was.
I haven't heard who he is. And
he thought it was like a band or a group or something.
Well, it sounds like a 90s pop band, I've got to be honest, Girl Talk. But I mean, by all reports, he is a brilliant, I'm not allowed to call him a DJ because he doesn't want to be recognized as a DJ.
He does not.
He's a brilliant person who stands in front of two things and mixes music together. Dude, whatever you want to be called, I'm with it.
He does more than just like, okay, I have my DJ equipment and I do this. Like, he does mashups of song samples and like mixes, okay.
Which is called a DJ.
Okay, well, you didn't know who he was. We're going to educate you after this episode.
I'm not saying I won't like it.
So Girl Talk has a new album coming out in the near future. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited to hear it. And next, Broadway, about
absolutely.
Blurring
lines from one to the other. We are going to talk about Big Fish and its adaptation over to Broadway, which is brilliant. Five-time Tony winner Susan Stroman directs it and choreographs it. I was talking to Hannah before, because Hannah is a brilliant actor and a local Nashville celebrity. And when I was talking to her about this, we were reading through one of the stories just to get a background on what was happening. And all reports were in that story that Big Fish was terrible.
This guy didn't like the film. He said that he left feeling like dry.
Right.
And I love the film. I've read the screenplay.
Well, I think you kind of have to be a Tim Burton fan though, because
but
it's
not necessarily, because I don't watch a lot of Tim Burton stuff. Usually it's a little bit too much on the weird side for me. But this film was actually an adaptation from a magical realism novel by Daniel Wallace. Right. And so, that's, I would think, part of why Tim Burton worked so well as the director for this.
Well, I mean, for
this big screen.
It's obviously going to be, it has to be some sort of brilliance or an idea to it to go from a novel to the big screen, then to be able to go.
And then this critic also makes a comment about the show, about the musical, and he says, while everyone was wiping tears from their eyes, he just was sitting there feeling like he needed to go take a shower.
So he is a heartless snake.
I feel like there's something about him, he just doesn't get what this show's about.
Well, and I think and I know we're not specifically talking about this critic, but that's kind of what we're talking about. But at the same time, people like that shouldn't critique other people's work, because I feel like they go in with a perception of what it should be straight away.
My perception of critics like that is that they are deep down artists that have
never made it,
stifled their artistic ability and lash out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
by tearing apart.
Do not get on the wrong side of my co-host Hannah Renee, because you will get it. But someone who's just about to wrap everything up, who everyone in Nashville loves, everyone absolutely thinks he's fantastic.
Classic.
George Strait, who King George, everyone calls him, of course, and he is on his very last ever, until he does a comeback tour.
Which will happen eventually, I'm sure. Well, and all the tickets have been selling out like insanely fast.
Of course.
I think he only has one more stop that's not sold out at this point, and that's in Auburn Hills, Michigan. So if you feel like making a road trip to Michigan.
And the tour's called the Cowboy Rides Away. But I mean, he is brilliant. Like he's had, I think he turned 61 this year and had his 61st number one at the same time, which we reported on.
Which is insane.
Could any musician ever imagine having 61 number ones? Like, it's incredible. And it's kind of not like
a huge feat.
he just you know, they just throw it out there and do it because it's him.
Yeah.
He is pretty brilliant.
He does great music.
Whether you like country music or not, I mean, you have to
And
respect
he's been on a 2-year tour. He's 61 years old and he's been on a 2-year tour. And the road life is not an easy life.
Him and Girl
So
Talk
that's
should get
impressive.
together and maybe
You know, I'm sure Girl Talk would probably do a mix with one of his
mash
songs and
something
it
up
would sound amazing.
with some big fish
Yeah.
from the Tim Burton.
That could be interesting.
Sounds
But I'd
good.
leave it to him. He could do it.
Hannah, that is all we have time for in this wonderful episode of Music Business today. And we're so thankful for all you guys viewing and leaving these wonderful comments and liking our
Yes.
pages.
And make sure you check us out. We have a phone app. I'm not going to show you my
definitely do.
screen because it's not pretty right
She
now.
broke it. But thank you so much, guys, for dropping by. And we will see you next time on Music Business Today.
Yes.
Microcasting for your city. Talkopolis.